Hello, and welcome back. I am Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some more of our Scottish is what I said, I think. Yeah, Scottish campaign with FilthyRobot. How's it going?
Doing well.
Okay, so I noticed something between episodes I wanted to point out. Go ahead and right-click on Bohemia, and then hover over the ruler of Bohemia.
Okay.
And what we're looking for is the bottom of the tooltip on Monarch Death.
Okay.
Last episode we talked about unions, and I talked about how we had more development than Poland does. Which is technically true, but also kind of not true. And we can tell that that's not true because it says on Monarch Death, a noble from House Chotek succeeds to the throne. So basically it's saying if Bohemia dies right now, then Poland is going to get the Union advantage over Bohemia. And the reason for that is...
Wait, but the first guy in there says, it might say a noble from House Chotek succeeds to the throne. Oh, that's beneath it just says royal marriages with. Got it, never mind. So, okay, go on.
Yep. So it says Chotek, and then if you right-click on Poland, you can see that they are House Chotek. Jadwiga Chotek is the name of their ruler.
Okay.
So why is that? Like, why we have more development than Poland does? So why are they getting ahead of us? We have more prestige, we have more development, and the reason is that the game every now and then likes to use this one stupid little number called autonomy modified development. So basically, in the ledger, even though we show up as having more development than Poland, after factoring in the autonomy of our provinces relative to the autonomy of Polish provinces, they have more development than we do.
Okay.
And I think probably the easiest way to find that would be to... It's such an annoying number because they hide it. We're ahead of them. We're in 7th place as far as great powers, by the way. We moved up ahead of Poland. But if you want to see our autonomy modified development, the best location, I think, is... Okay, go to the Technology tab. Go to Institutions. Click on the Colonialism one, the third header. Colonialism hasn't even spawned yet. Hover over the big empty thing that's going to fill up eventually.
Okay.
It says embraced in 0 of 33 provinces, totaling 0.0% of Scottish development, 261.94 after local autonomy.
Okay.
So even though our autonomy in the ledger is listed at 359, that number is our true autonomy modified development.
0.9. I didn't find it in the ledger last time. So where am I going with that? I went to economy.
Ledger is just go to the first page. L and then F1, country. There's a development column you can sort by.
Okay.
We're 4th right now, by the way.
It's not bad.
But the problem is that Poland hasn't really expanded at all, and all of his land has 0% autonomy. You know, that's why he's got lower autonomy modified development than we do, for the most part.
We can core another province. Or,
yep, coring.
Cool. We'll do that, right? Won't that knock the economy down?
Yep, coring would be good. Other things we could do that would be good is provinces we've held for a long time that we're pretty sure are below 25%. We should revoke those from estates. So like some of the initial land we conquered from England, like Cumbria, Northumberland, Yorkshire, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, just find... So I guess I have all the ones that I can core again. Let me just figure out which ones to do that. I can't do... It's not going to give me that sweet list and the stability and expansion for that, is it?
Yeah, well, sure.
Are you sure? Because that's just the overextension one. It's just managing. Oh, make core now. Okay. I wanted to sort by development. There we go. So Marches and Kent are better than the other ones. How come Bergenshire is, but it's just not... Yeah, it is. It's just development 11. Okay, so I'm just going to do that in terms of most developed.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, make sure you do Bergenshire because of the estuary, the coastal center of trade.
So that's not in terms of most development. This is because of a provincial modifier that you're excited about.
Yeah, I want trade power from the North Sea trade node. I want more trade power in that node provincially because it's going to propagate upstream and it's going to force trade into where we want it. And we basically get all that stuff for free because the estuary doesn't increase coring cost.
Okay. Look at those separatists. The revolt will happen in about 0.8 years. Okay. We had this pop up too, which is just negative. We can either lose 1 stability or gain 1 corruption. And I think we'll just gain 1 corruption. Stability seems more expensive, right? So if I remember correctly, let's take a look at that.
Yep.
That would be... Go on.
Yeah, our corruption's going to trend down over time anyway, most likely.
Right.
So, I'm going to go ahead and give the province of Bergenshus to the burghers because of that estuary. I want the trade power now. I don't want to wait for the autonomy to tick down. Doesn't harm us. The burghers are currently loyal. It's not going to put their influence too high.
How do we know when things fall off with them?
You go to your list, F1, F4, the estates tab, and then go to the influence. You can just hover over it. Recruited minister expires June of 1502.
Okay, and that's an influence for them. Yeah.
Yep, they're low enough. But Bergenschutz would be a good province for them to hold. And we did the same logic with Sealand as well. So let's give that to them. Okay, beyond that, we should consider revoking some land. We gave them other land, like land without estuaries at one point, just because we wanted to make them stronger because we were going to do like some interaction with them.
Okay.
At this point, I'd probably consider withdrawing some of that now. Like, for example, Yorkshire and Northumberland. Those don't have estuaries.
Do it.
In general, any province with an estuary, give it to the burghers, always. If it doesn't have an estuary, try not to give it to them because we don't really care too much about it.
Should we be ignoring this nobility stuff? I guess we have to until their influence goes down.
Yes, pretty much do. We really screwed them a lot.
Okay.
I don't remember.
1502 is the next time we can start with that because that's the next time they get a modifier.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Jesus, the generalship gave him 20%. Oh, that's no. Wait. This doesn't sort it by date. I have to read through them. That's fucking obnoxious.
I know.
All right.
Yes.
The generalship actually ends in 1501, 28th of June. So about 5 years. They'll drop 20 influence and we can start building up relations with them again.
Yes, that sounds good.
Okay.
So do you mind if I just revoke a couple provinces? I'm looking at Northumbria and Cumbria. I'm really hoping that we can make this union happen is my goal right now. Okay, so we lost a little bit of stuff there. We're down to 17.7% autonomy, not quite 0%. That damn hidden autonomy number would be nice to know.
But still trend down, though?
The autonomy? Yeah, it does come down by 0.1% every month that you're at peace, even if it's being influenced by the floor.
Okay.
It's just hidden from you. So that doesn't help us too much. Wallace the Girthy is not really an ideal location for them, but we're already so low on loyalty that I don't want to revoke anything else. So let's go ahead and unpause for now.
Okay.
I don't want to actually piss them off. I just want to slowly revoke land over time. And I'm quite annoyed that Poland is looking to become the heir. We need more development.
I mean, we can buy that up though, right?
Hey, there's your rebellion. Nice.
Okay.
Perfect. Good.
So we're at 13.
There's one.
Go on.
There is something we could do to try to make something happen here. Let's go. Well, let's do this battle first.
Yep.
And then we'll talk about it.
Okay.
Because you need to ferry the troops over. Donald Alexander with his 5 shock advantage. Nice. Nice. He just rolled a 13 versus a 7. It's pretty strong. Okay, so that one's done. Yeah. Head over to Sealand now.
Will our regiments reinforce in transport or no?
They should, yes. I'm gonna just manually.
Why? We're at 80%. We got ages. Oh, we're not. We're 90%.
Yeah, we're 90%. And again, you just complained about how the autonomous fleet transportation sent the army like backwards without the leader.
Yeah.
Ironically or interestingly, if you dock the navy and then click the A button to tell the army to attach to the navy, it will take the leader. So right now you'll notice it's showing the leader in Bergenschutz, but as soon as the navy leaves port, the leader's gone and he's actually on the ships. Okay. Because I did it manually. I don't know why it works differently than you would expect, but damn it. They fired before we could get there.
That's unfortunate timing.
That's really, really bad because unfortunately we can't even
land somewhere friendly. We have to we'd have to take the disembarkation penalty.
And we don't have enough ships to get more. Like our ships are coming. They'll be done in a month. We'll have 4 more ships. So we will be able to land 14 troops, but nope, looks like they're just going to siege that province down. So
why do they? We have a couple questions. So I'm just trying to remember here. What the hell is Fort View?
Mm-hmm.
We don't have a fort in there?
No. There was a capital fort there.
That's what I was wondering about. I was gonna say, can't we just land and get the fort defender bonus anyways? But no. Okay.
Nope. No fort there. So Denmark hates us. We hate Denmark. They won't give us military access, which means we have to just sort of stand here.
What are they going to do once they finish sieging that province down? What do the rebels do?
Okay, go to your Stability and Expansion tab.
Okay.
These specific rebels want independence for Denmark. They want to return to Denmark.
Sure.
Click Handle them, but don't actually click any of these buttons.
Okay.
On the top, on the left, under where it says Danish separatist, you can see on siege 1 effects, that first set of text. Gain 10 years of separatism on Sealand. So when hold on a minute.
So that's what the icon means. On siege 1 effects. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So if they succeed in sieging down Sealand, it's going to increase the separatism from the initial 30 years to 40 years. So we're going to have more issues with this province in the future because it's going to have an extra 5 unrest.
But there's nothing we could have done there with the timing on those
Nope.
two. We couldn't have stopped both of those.
Nope, we just got unlucky.
Okay.
The next session down, enforce demands effect. If they succeed, then that is what would happen. And to succeed, they have to occupy the province in question and hold it for like 3 or 4 years. So it's probably not going to happen. That's also the same thing that would happen if we click the accept demands button, which you'll notice would just immediately give Sealand back to Denmark. So we don't want to do either of those things.
Yeah.
So what's going to happen here is that they're going to increase the separatism there, and then they're going to stand there.
When do we get battleships so we can bombard them from the sea?
Well, hopefully what we would love to see happen is that they siege down Sealand, and then they decide, well, we still want independence for Denmark, so let's go and attack Sweden.
Okay.
They're obviously not going to attack Denmark because that's what they want to return to. They're friendly to Denmark. But they may move to Sweden, in which case it's Sweden's problem. All we have to do is show up and unsiege Sealand.
Okay.
So let's wait and see. Maybe we can... worst case scenario, we did just finish a few more ships.
Okay.
I'm sending them over to you.
Good. Just want to, from time to time, look at things managing cores over here.
Okay, and there was one other thing we were going to do before, and then we got distracted. Talking about lowering autonomy.
Mm-hmm.
Go to your macro builder, the B key.
Mm-hmm.
The fifth page is local autonomy.
Okay.
I would sort this by the column header at the top called local autonomy.
Okay. From big to small or small to big?
Big to small.
Okay.
You'll notice that there are provinces that are pretty high on autonomy, and there are provinces that are pretty low on autonomy. There are 2 buttons that are available in every province: increased autonomy, lower autonomy. We increased autonomy on some of the islands in the past because we just didn't want to have rebels over there. We didn't want to deal with them.
Yep.
But if we wanted to temporarily get a bump to our overall like autonomy modified development, so we can maybe get this Bohemia Union, we could lower autonomy in some of these provinces like Pale, Ulster, Orkney. It would increase unrest by 10, so we'd probably end up with a rebellion. But we might be able to get a union over Bohemia.
Why would we not do this in Bergenschau too? I mean, aren't they prevented from having a rebellion for a period of time because we just suppressed it?
Yes, that would be a good idea. However, unfortunately, this is one of the things that I really hate about autonomy floors, is that because we granted it to the burghers and the autonomy button reduces autonomy by 25%, we're going to hit that floor of 25. And even though you would assume it would affect the actual number and not the autonomy floor, it's just going to take us down to the floor of 25. So we wouldn't get the full benefit from clicking it right now. Does that make sense?
But aren't we...
We should do it anyway, but I'm just complaining because I think it's stupid that it doesn't actually affect...
Okay, but it's still going to bring it... It's still going to bring it to 25% right now.
Yeah.
Just can't bring it lower than 25 right now.
Exactly. In my opinion, it should take the actual number down by 25 and then still be at the floor. Instead, it's going to take us down to 25 on both the floor and the actual, which is just stupid. But yeah, go ahead. That's a good idea. You should do that province.
Okay, so I'm going to do Bergenschau, whatever the fuck it is. You want me to do Pale? Okay. Do you want me to do all the ones we can?
It depends on, I mean, well, if you do that, we're going to have a lot of rebellion in the next few years.
Okay.
There's certain logic that has to go into it. Like, you don't want to click it if you're going to hit a breakpoint and you're like right at that floor. Like,
yeah, but is there an easy way to see that fucking breakpoint? Like, how? I mean, I can see if I click on province, it will tell me the. I can mouse over that number, but it's not like helpfully provided in this particular menu system from local autonomy. So it feels like it'd be very useful right about now.
Exactly. Like here's a dangerous province, by the way. Like, look at Connaught in Ireland. It's at 25.5, and you look at this button, you think, oh, I can decrease autonomy by 25. That sounds like a great idea. But look, it's given to the clergy, which means that you're gonna click a button that's gonna increase unrest by 10 to gain 0.5% autonomy. Which is again why I really dislike that it gets restricted by autonomy.
So really, what I should do is I should do this through the estates menu first. Look at which ones. Wait, yellow is clergy?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, what I would consider is let's do this. Let's revoke Connaught. I'm going to revoke Connaught from the clergy.
Okay.
And that way it'll be good to lower autonomy in. We're going to revoke a bunch of provinces from the clergy right now.
I'm going to take your word for this.
Not enough to piss them off, but enough that we can get some benefit from this.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So they're going to be pissed for exactly 1 month. And I actually took a little bit too much land, but there should be another province that we can give them. It would be better for them to hold on to anyway. Possibly. No, not really. Let's see. Alright, fine, they can have that one. Jerks.
Alright. You'll have to deal with that then. You're fussing with like really minute things here that I'm not entirely... I mean, I understand what you're trying to do, but it's like a lot of minutia that I don't really want to deal with. Okay,
so go look at Ireland for lowering autonomy. Ireland is pretty much safe. I revoked most of the land from the clergy. They only own Kildare and Pale, so don't consider those two. But now it makes sense in most of these provinces to lower autonomy.
Okay, so like, Cork, Limerick.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take a look. Leinster.
Sounds good, yeah.
You said not Kildare or Pale, so Sligo is fine. Let's find that. Why the fuck is it not listed? Oh, it is. Okay. And then Connaught.
Now you can do it from that list on the macro builder, or you could actually do it from the province itself.
I'm doing the list.
There's two little buttons on the actual provinces.
Tyrone good?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, I see one I'm also in Ulster. Okay. So everything except Kildare. Oh, Pale's already been lowered, or it won't let me lower it for whatever reason.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay.
That's because I don't think we have a full core there yet.
Do you want me to do it in Cumbria?
Cumbria.
Or Marches? So we could do it all the English land too. It's just going to up that ticking time bomb of...
Cumbria, I would say yes.
Okay.
Marches you were looking at, I don't think is even possible.
Oh, it is not possible. Yeah,
no,
okay.
It's not, because it's not a full core yet.
Okay.
But yeah, I think we're good for now. Let's just see. I doubt, actually, that really maybe put us in line to do it.
Seems like a worthwhile investment of our time then.
Well, it's going to save us money.
Okay.
Let's wait a month and we'll find out. Like, by save us money, I mean it's going to earn us money, because now we have lower autonomy in those provinces. And besides, eventually, we may end up getting a union over another nation because of that.
So are we ready to take out these stupid...
Nope. We're not.
Why?
Go look at them.
16K?
But look at them closely. There's a little arrow underneath them now.
Yeah? Does that mean they're leaving?
Yeah. This unit is relocating to Northumberland. Rebels don't have ships, so they just teleport.
Oh.
On June 25th, 1497, so next year, they were going to be moved automatically to Northumberland.
Oh, good.
So I would move your army over to Northumberland and just be prepared there.
Wait, Northumberland is...
Yeah.
What?
Over in our next to our previous capital.
The rebels are teleporting to our main island and invading us?
Yeah.
What?
So let's just move the army to there, and we'll fight them defensively in defensive terrain.
That's horseshit.
No, it's not. It's great. It means we don't have to do a naval invasion with -2.
I want to sink their boats and drown them.
They don't have boats.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It's bullshit. What is the point of being in naval power if rebels pop up and we can't sink their boats?
Oh, because otherwise, I mean, if you really didn't want them to, you could go blockade that, and that would stop them. Just put some boats there, and they wouldn't be able to move. But we want them. We want them to move.
Yeah, okay. We pop up. 2 pop-ups.
Okay.
Yes. All right. Take a look. Maybe we can get some good stuff out of this. First of these is friends in need. We can lose admin power. Sounds bad. In which case we get the event helping hand happens. France's opinion of Scotland changed by +75. Sounds useless. France's opinion of Scotland changed by -50. And Scotland's opinion of France changed by -25. Those are our 2 options. So we can either lose opinion. Wait, opinion? Is that the same thing as just the one we do all the time? No, it's not. We normally do what?
Yeah, when we improve relations, we're affecting opinion.
Oh my god, then who cares? Like, I give no shits about that at all. What would we do?
Okay.
Yeah, no, never. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, the event broken promises happens. What's that?
Don't know.
Okay.
What does it say?
Doesn't say. I just clicked it though, so good luck. All right.
Okay.
The second one is Cardinal bribed to move. Cardinal is previously stayed in some province I can't begin to pronounce. Close to the border, is now moved out of our nation entirely and shifted allegiance to our neighbors. The Danish agents who bribed him to betray us probably thought that we would not notice their hand, but they're wrong. It's an affront to both us and the church is our only option. We gain diplomatic insult on Denmark. We gain 1 corruption, and Scotland's opinion of Denmark changed by -30. We gain 1 corruption as well?
Yeah, that sounds horrible because diplomatic insult CB is really useless because you can't take land.
Yeah, but I can't say no to that. That's the only option.
There's just one choice?
Yep.
That sucks.
Yep.
Great.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm
Pop-ups.
really not liking our corruption right now. We're going to spend more money temporarily to try to get our corruption below 1.
Okay.
Because so long as your corruption is not increasing and it's below 1, then you can have a chance for good corruption events where you just gain like extra monarch points and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So we'd really like that.
Mm-hmm.
So for just a few months here, we're going to bleed money like crazy to try to buy our corruption back below 1 again.
Okay. But it's also that time.
I can't believe that.
I know, it goes so fast, doesn't it?
It's just not possible. By the way, you may want to consider training a few more troops before these guys arrive. They're going to have 14 in the front row.
All right. So you're
going to want to have 14
more
infantry.
Yeah.
So you can flank it.
Okay.
So, all right, let's take a break here. We'll see you again in the next one. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you soon.
See you guys shortly.